Hey everyone, Bradley Savoy here, just your average guy thinking about some big stuff. And today, I've got something on my mind that feels, well, important. It's about our rivers, our oceans, and this whole planet we call home. You see these rivers? They're like the veins of the earth, right? They're supposed to do a job, carry fresh water and minerals from the land back to the ocean nice and steady. But what if we've kind of messed that up? We build these things, these levees. We think we're controlling the water, keeping it where we want it. But are we actually stopping the rivers from doing what they're naturally supposed to do? Are we forcing all that fresh water into the ocean all at once instead of a gradual flow? And what about all the stuff that washes off our cities and farms? The runoff. It's carrying all sorts of things into these river systems, maybe even choking them up. Now, I've been reading about these things called hypoxia zones, dead zones in the ocean where there's not enough oxygen. And they're growing, apparently. Could it be that all this extra fresh water flooding into the ocean at once, and maybe a lack of those other minerals coming through properly, is messing with the ocean's balance? Could it be taking the salt out in a way it's not used to? Think about it. If the ocean's salt balance gets thrown off, what does that do? I've been wondering if maybe the atmosphere has to work harder, pulling fresh water from the oceans to get the temperature right. And then you see the ice caps melting at an alarming rate. Could that be connected? Instead of that water slowly feeding the rivers over time, maybe it's all rushing down at once because the natural flow isn't happening like it should. Maybe those higher elevations are meant to be like natural reservoirs, slowly feeding the rivers, which then slowly feed the land and eventually the ocean. What if that slow, steady flow of river water was also meant to nourish our forests and other areas, keeping them less prone to fire? If it's all just getting dumped into the ocean, those areas might be missing out. And then there's something like the Panama Canal. We're mixing water from different oceans, different environments. I'm just thinking, did the Earth intend for that to happen? Maybe there's a natural order to things, and when we start mixing things up in big ways, there are consequences we don't fully understand. Now, look, I'm not a scientist or anything. I'm just Bradley Savoy, a pretty average guy. These are just some thoughts I've been having, some connections I'm seeing. Maybe I'm totally off base, but it feels like something's not quite right, and maybe looking at how we manage our rivers and our water is a big piece of the puzzle. What do you think? Are our man-made structures and the way we handle runoff having a bigger impact than we realize? Are we disrupting the natural flow of things in a way that's hurting our oceans and maybe even our atmosphere? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Have you noticed anything like this? What do you think the solutions might be? I'm just trying to learn and maybe spark a conversation.